respectable office bearers and members of bar, eminent members of media, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum. It gives me great pleasure and I feel honored being co-host on behalf of Pakistan Bar Council to welcome this august gathering comprised of distinguished luminaries of the legal as well as other associated fields, both from within the country and abroad. This conference has been organized by AGHS Legal Aid Cell in an effort to bring together all the stakeholders to join hands and pool ideas for the constitutionalism, the role of institution. Today on 4th Asma Jahangir Conference, I would like to appreciate the services of AGHS Legal Aid Cell for providing free legal assistance to marginalized and vulnerable people, including women, children, prisoners, religious minorities, suffering prosecution, people on death row, and landless farmers. I would also take opportunity to memorize legendary leader Madam Asma Jahangir and pay my gratitude to the extensive efforts she made towards the supremacy of Constitution, rule of law, independence of institutions, safeguarding and enforcement of fundamental rights, and fighting the rights of people coming from the deserving classes of the society. It is optimistic to take this opportunity today of sharing my views not only on different aspects of the law and its implementation, but also on the topic of constitutionalism, the role of institution. Ladies and gentlemen, our nation is striving for a better and more prosperous Pakistan. We too are determined to contribute our share towards the supremacy of Constitution and development of our beloved country. We can do this ensuring the efficient, efficacious, and expeditious justice delivery system. We believe that the foundation of a prosperous nation lies the provisions of equal opportunities and with strong underpinning of rule of law. It would not be out of place to say that the content and extent of the reforms being spearheaded are wholly in accord with the overall strategy and the supremacy of Constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, a constitutional crisis is a problem or conflict in the functions of a government and the political constitution, or other fundamental governing law is perceived to be unable to resolve. Apart from the constitutional history of Pakistan, a political constitutional crisis emerged in Pakistan when on 3rd April 2022, National Assembly Deputy Speaker dismissed a no confidence motion against Prime Minister during a session in which it was expected to be taken up for a vote, alleging that a foreign country's involvement. However, Supreme Court of Pakistan played its determining role and enforced the constitutionalism. Ladies and gentlemen, administration of justice play a key role in the prosperity of a nation. It allows a nation and its citizens to enjoy the fruit of economic growth. History teaches us that the future is always uncertain. Discontinuities cannot be foreseen. It must say that the Constitution of Islamic Republic of Pakistan 1973 ensures speedy and inexpensive justice to its citizens. In light of the constitutional imperative, it is the responsibility of state institutions to work in collaboration to achieve the ultimate objective of the Constitution of Pakistan. Till now, 26 amendments have been introduced in our Constitution of 1973, which bears testimony of the fact that the Pakistan is undergoing major reforms in the legislative field. Ladies and gentlemen, I will like to say that we must ask ourselves, are we as a nation prepared to protect fundamental rights of citizens? Unless we revamp and reform our justice delivery system, we will not be able to realize the dreams of our founders. I have always maintained that the right to life granted in the Constitution does not merely mean the right to live, but in fact it is the right to live with dignity and to enjoy a certain standard of living. We must take it our mission in our individual and collective capacities to ensure the fundamental rights, especially freedom of expression and the right to dissent, freedom of religion and belief granted by our Constitution to each citizen of our country and protected and enforced. Judicial independence is a prerequisite of the rule of law and fundamental guarantee of a fair trial. Judges must uphold and exemplify the principles of judicial independence in both their individual and institutional capacities. Ladies and gentlemen, I have intended to share with you some thoughts about the ways in which divisive constitution issues get addressed responsibly. In my view, outside of the courts, to be sure, the courts, particularly with judges as skilled, disciplined, and honorable as judges who have served as indispensable institution for implementing and clarifying the meaning of the Constitution in an important range of cases. But it would be disgrace, even perhaps crisis, I suggest if we were to fail to recognize that the Constitution's continued viability requires the respect and adherence of all those institutions and actions in whom it was responsibility, including each of us. In the end, it is through maintaining all the procedures authorized by the Constitution and respecting all of the Constitution's guarantees that full implementation of the Constitution takes place and crises are averted. In the end, I want to share saying Albert Einstein, the strength of the Constitution lies entirely in the determination of each citizen to defend it. Only if every citizen feels duty-bound to do his share in his defense are the Constitution rights ensured. Thank you very much.